I borrow it to you.
That's very nice. Thank you, Sylviana. I hope everybody is still awake because it's already 5 o'clock. Two more speakers to come. Dobre. My name is Ruud Dan, and I won't continue into Slovakian because it's too difficult. I'm with Capgemini, consultancy and IT firm. We work globally with about 140,000 people. And I'm grateful to all the previous speakers because there are a lot of aspects that will come together also in my contribution, which will be around the digital citizen or the digital customer. I think it was Paul, or maybe it was Selvo, talking about technology and strategy. And I fully agree. Strategy is extremely important. And at the same time, when I look at technology and the things that are happening there around social media, number of mobiles that are there, I think in a couple of years from now there will be 5 billion smartphones in the world. Deirdre touched upon data and analytics. And Alejandro, you spoke about the cloud as well, things that are happening around there in Ecuador. So when it comes to technology, there's so many things going on that I dare to say that probably the digital revolution or digital age is having as much impact as the industrial revolution had a couple of decades ago. And yes, there are today a lot of private companies that have embraced digital quite strongly, that they've put it in the heart of their strategy. It's an issue that is talked about at board level. Burberry, a fantastic example from the UK. It was quite a boring brand, but thanks to the leadership of the CEO, they turned into a quite fashionable brand that is today famous also among youngsters. And there are a couple of other examples there, like IKEA. I think all of us will know IKEA. They have been famous for their in-store experience, but their ambition goes even further, that they want to grow their 30 billion euro business to 50 billion euros, also by growing their online services. So not only with the store experience, but also the things that are possible via the web. And I think the same is true for public companies. There are quite some initiatives, as we heard also from the previous speakers. And when I prepared this presentation together with my Slovakian colleagues, I was quite impressed by the things that are happening here. From the operational program for information society, and the program to come around integrated infrastructure. And they showed me the portal. I think the name was, again now I have to practice my Slovakian again, Slovenska.sk, the portal where so many initiatives come together in order to serve citizens in a better way, maybe to save costs also for some governments, help citizens save costs as well, but also help citizens to fulfill their obligations towards the state in a better way. And I think the question every single public institution should ask themselves, where are we and where do we want to go? When I look, I'm from the Netherlands, when I look at the tax office in the Netherlands, I think they are somewhere between managing and mastering. And one of the projects we are involved in with the Norwegian tax, they are definitely on their journey to become in the bucket of excellence. But I think that the key message here is it doesn't really matter where you are, it matters where you want to go and how to go there. And also experiences there as well that I would like to share. One of them being, we have been doing research with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston, related to the Harvard University, and there are some striking experiences there that apply first and foremost to the private sector, but I think they're also very much relevant to the public sector as well. One of them being that those companies that are serious about digital initiatives, meaning also embracing this, and I think it's related to the goodwill that came across in one of the presentations as well. So the message that it's not only about technology and initiating new initiatives, but also that it's about leadership. That governments should embrace it and help driving new initiatives. And those companies that really are initiative rich, I'm happy that what happened to Alejandro did not happen to me. Really? But I think he got it well. But I will need some help pulling them back up the slides again. No, but those companies that are serious about their digital initiatives and have strong leadership in place, that they have the potential to be 26% more profitable compared to other companies. And of course, I'm very much aware it's not about profitability in the public sector, but with the objectives in mind for governments to serve their citizens in a better way, I think embracing digital to the full extent is probably the right way of doing so. Are we fixing some technologies, or should I? Yes. There's not a laptop here, so nothing I can do. Anyone a Slovakian joke to share? To kill some time? No? My apologies and thank you for it. Intellectually, I think everybody agrees that going digital pays off. But the key question is how, because it's easier said than done. And why is this not that easy, according to our modest opinion, is that private companies, they of course have their silos, the sales department, service, marketing and supply chain, and the same is true in public institutions. They have their municipalities or different regions or different ministries that are expected to work together on one hand. And on the other hand, customers, citizens that expect to work with the public institution in a seamless way, whether they are on the phone or chatting or online, but that they have the same experience. So these are more or less two conflicting powers that we need to bring together. Yeah. So in order to find out, it's all about the citizen, right? To put the citizen back in the center of the attention, but how to do this? Because the behavior of citizens and also of customers is changing so drastically that how to do this? In the past it was probably enough to have 4 categories of citizens or customers, but nowadays it's more complicated. And that's why we see a strong link with data, aggregate the data of the citizens, analyze it and turn it into action to create a data-driven citizen DNA, so to speak. And then here's a photo of one of the innovation labs that we have across the globe, where we, together with our clients, have organized digital discovery days to find out together what is possible and how should the roadmap look like. And very often we support this by customer journeys in order to do so. Here you will see an example of Vodafone, as well as an example of a financial services institution here in Slovakia. And again, back to technology, there are so many systems, there are so many initiatives out there, that it's also a matter of how to integrate successfully. And we've invested quite a bit in an integration framework, standard integration framework, which could also be applied in the integrated infrastructure here in Slovakia. But another message I would like to convey, that with the ambition that comes from the integrated infrastructure program the next few years, that it's about giving it a start, not as a kind of big bang, but dare to fail, test and learn, start with proof of concepts, start with pilots, with the end in mind. So this was some thoughts that I would like to leave you with, and I would like to hand over back to Sylviana. She's still around. No, then maybe hand over to the next speaker, or
now we have the last speaker. Please, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.